Exposure, Surviving Historical Fort McClellan. I'm just going to talk about the chapters a little bit. Chapter 1, Assist, Protect, and Defend, sets the stage and the geography and the general overall scenario of the historical Fort McClellan. Chapter 2, Burden of Proof, walks through some of the common terms encountered when working with a VA claim, as well as I do a couple comparisons to other contaminated sites. Chapter 3, Mama, Mama, Can't You See, sets more of the stage and takes a closer look at training, the basic training and the individual training. Chapter 4, Risk, Equation, and Latent Prints, discusses much of the terminology related to exposure and what can happen. Chapter 5 is Pesticidal Thoughts. That's all about pesticide inventories on Fort McClellan and the manner in which Fort McClellan avoided additional hurdles in cleanup. Chapter 6, Orange Crush, Agent Orange. Agent Orange components. Some interesting theories, some circumstantial evidence, pretty interesting stuff. This is for any veteran, really, and going back to even the Vietnam War. Chapter 7, Painful Mind Hotel. Someone had a sense of humor in the radiological program, and I mean, that's not even phonetic alphabet, right? Painful Mind Hotel. That was actually the call sign, one of the exercises that they did related to the radiological stuff at Pelham Range. Chapter 8, Heart of Darkness, delves into chemical weapons, material, and related substance. Chapter 9, Water, Water Everywhere, talks all about the water, the potable water, the surface water, the water on Fort McClellan, the water in Calhoun County, the water around Anniston, the water that affected Anniston Army Depot. Chapter 10 tries to understand how PCBs end up in the polar ice caps, but somehow didn't cross the couple miles across the perimeter fence onto the historical Fort McClellan. Chapter 11, Scratch and Sniff Mode, tries to make sense of how environmental laws were essentially ineffective and worked against Fort McClellan veterans. And I didn't make the titles up. I took, like, Scratch and Sniff Mode is actually taken from a newspaper article back shortly after Fort McClellan was decommissioned. Chapter 12, Impact Area, runs through many, but not all, of the potential illnesses Fort McClellan veterans may be encountering. And Chapter 13, We Don't Know What We Don't Know, a summary and highlights events and puts the onus on Congress and perhaps the VA to take some kind of action to do something for Fort McClellan veterans other than ignore them.